Hey guys, welcome back to Nate's SuperCoach for 2024. In this video, we're looking at the Giants. All right, big sound from the west of the town. We're looking at the Giants. We're going to play lock, watch, or pass. So the three categories: lock, watch, or pass. Before we get to that though, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I want to try and get to 500 subscribers before this season starts. All right, so it's not long to go, but like and subscribe. That'll definitely help the channel out. Appreciate that. So three categories. Lock is a player who I think you should consider starting in your SuperCoach team or use as a point of difference against other SuperCoaches. Okay. Watch is where we just don't have enough information yet, so we need to go look at round zero, preseason games, inter-club, all that kind of thing to see what the role, injury, scoring potential is like. Third category is pass. I think there's just too much doubt on them, or their job security, or their scoring potential. We just can't start them. Okay, so we could pick them up later in the year. That's certainly the case, but just to start them, I'd avoid that. Okay, let's go with the locks. So, Tom Green, 621,000 mid. He's kind of in that category, isn't he, of the mid 600s. Young player, so he's got time on his side. He's shown a lot in a small window essentially. I think he's probably their biggest bull in their midfield. I think there's been a bit of a changing of the guard at GWS. I don't think there's some other players that are not maybe relevant as much anymore. I think Green's taken that mantle, so he's one I would look to start, and he would be a good point of difference. I don't know what his ownership percentage is. I think because he's plays for the Giants, there may be a little bit of Victorian anti-bias, if that's a word. Oh, no, don't worry about him. He plays for a New South Wales team, or we just don't see them as much, but he's one I'm keeping my eye on as well to start. 621 Tom Green. Right, the watch list. Some interesting names on here. So Lockie Whitfield, 519,000 defender, recently married. So his off field is quite stable now. He's in his late 20s. He's in sort of the peak of his career. He's probably going to be able to focus more on his footy now, just put some consistent scores together. Had a horrible injury a couple of years ago. 519,000 in defence. I think if you were going to use the forward line to stack your rookies, he might not be a bad option. 519, he'd be a good pod. Where his role is though, is he going to be that? He's going to be that running tank. You would hope. So even though he's only defender, I don't think he's going to get any midfield time per se, but I think he's going to be that sort of running halfback-ish role, which is good for SuperCoach. So he's one to look at. He's on the watch list. And Toby Green, 508,000 forward. Again, the thing with forwards is they've got to consistently be scoring week after week, 2, 3, 4 goals week after week to be worth the 508,000 that we pay for them at the start of the year. I think the biggest draw card for Toby at the moment is the lack of premium forwards we have to choose from, and he's done it, year after year, Toby. So he's one to watch, see how they line up down there. In terms of pass, I haven't really got anybody that I can think of really to pass. It's probably a good thing for the Giants. They're right in the premiership window. Went down by a point to Collingwood last year in the prelim, so I think they're in a pretty good spot. I don't think there's anyone that you should necessarily say, oh no, I'm definitely not picking them, which is a good sign. So that's how I see the Giants. Please let me know in the comment section if you think there's anyone that I've missed. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.